Small topic. Okay, so we have the address object and service object, right? We discussed this all routing, redistribution, BGP, OSPF. So what is the address object and what is the service object? So if I talk the address object, you can see we have the different address and services. So address could be your layer 2 address, which we did right away, right? Any IP you want to create. Let's suppose this you want to make from the any specific subnet allow. Not all. Right now in the policy, you can see I allow for the everyone, any source, any destination. But I want to allow from the specific source IP address to a specific destination IP address. Then how it is possible? So you have to create the address. So there is the address, there is the services. Services is something, these addresses can be layer 2 and layer 3. Services can be only layer 4. Means any port, any protocol. See, this is the HTTP protocol, HTTPS protocol, like FTP protocol, right? TFTP protocol. So we have different type of protocols. Based on that, we can start the thing. So I'll go here address and create the address. Let's suppose I want to create my LAN subnet. So I'll go here LAN subnet and I'll put the subnet. What is subnet address? 172.16.10.0/24. So I'll put it here. This is coming from this port and I'll click OK. So this is done. My one LAN subnet. Let's suppose I want to create for a DMZ as well. So I can create for DMZ as well. So I'll go here and create the address. One 192.168.10.0/24. This is going for port 3. I can create this one. Okay. Now let's suppose I want to merge these two addresses in one group. So we have the address group and I can put as a company internal subnet, right? It is going to include my both LAN and DMZ. So I can put here DMZ and I can put here the LAN as well. See? So if I want to group any subnet, then it is going to be also added. What is asking? One or more member are associated with the interface. Okay, so this is not assigned on the interface. So I need to first assign the interface. So I'm getting a warning because I didn't configure this address on the port 3. So let me configure on the port 3. Now let me go here and assign the address. So I can create the group here, address group, company internal subnet. So I'll go here. One more. Hey, why it's showing the L issue? It's showing that only one or more members are associated with the interface port 3. Okay, let me remove the DMZ one. Only one or more member are shared with the interface. Only address not shared with the. Okay, let me create some test subnet. Let me check why it's. I might be it's associated with the interface. That's why it's giving the error. But let me create test subnet. Okay, test subnet, and let me create like 2.2.2/32 and test 3 subnet /32. Let me create now test subnets. Yeah. So why it's giving the error? Because when we configure this LAN subnet, let me show you again. This one, I assign this port. So I'll put as a any. Okay. Let me put as a any, and the LAN subnet also I make the this port. I'll put as a any. Now I can go and create the address group. So internal LAN subnet. Now you are not going to find any error. So because we map with the interfaces, you have to take care always. When you map the interfaces, you cannot create the group because two interfaces are not going to group together because the two different interfaces we have. Now we have the grouping. So I can create the policy based on the test subnet, individual group, or might be all of them. So this is about how to create the group. Is it clear or no? And how we
Yeah.
call the, I can go in the policy now. Let me show you. If I want to go in the policy, I don't want to go any to any. So I can just go here and now I can call my source subnet. Let's suppose I want to go with the LAN subnet. I can go over here. I want to go to the destination subnet. So I can go and select the test subnet. You can see here. So only this IP is going to allow. I want to make all subnet for destination, but LAN I want to allow both internal LAN. So I can go in the where is my internal LAN subnet? Address.
So,
Yeah. So here is a
mm,
internal LAN subnet. You can see. So I can go in the group and I can do group as well. So test subnet group. So group is also the group is a like combination of the multiple subnet, and my like individual subnet is going to be there for this individual access of the communication. Alright, or no? So this
yeah.
is how we can make that. And services you can see right now it's all, but I want to allow for certain services. So I can create my services like any custom. Already we have a lot of services here. You can see SS, Telnet, GRE, everything is there. But you want to just do my custom services, right?
Yeah.
Custom service ports. And let's suppose your application is working on the TCP and it's going to work on the 4443. Take an example, right?
Mm,
This is a pure TCP, UDP, and SCP protocol. So you create that. Now your custom services has been created. You just search here, custom, it is created. Now you want to call in the policy. You go in the policy and here are the services. And you just search here custom, the custom service port. So you can allow anything you want to do that. It is possible. So services means what services. So now let me conclude. We have the address. That is the layer 3 or layer 2 address. Right now we have the address group that is going to combine multiple address. Okay. Now we have the services. That is a layer 4 services and you can create. And similar, we have the services group as well. Let me show you. So if you go here services, you can create the services group and you can just group them multiple services. Let's suppose you want to go for the like HTTPS, HTTP, FTP, GET, right? BGP, DSCP. So this is going to group your services and you can call them in the policy. Right or no?
yeah.
All right. So very small topic, but we covered policy. We understand MAC. We understand local user, right? How you can create the local user is policy. Let's suppose any policy you want to allow, but you want to allow based on the users. So how the user is going to be created? So I have to go in the user authentication. See, and here is the user definition. So you have the guest user. So let's suppose I want to create my local user. So I want to let's suppose I want to give the Anu and the password. I'll give 1 2 3 4 5 6. Right? I'll create this. Okay. Okay. And I'll create submit. Right? This Anu is created. Right? Now let's suppose I can create the group as well. Let's suppose uh, test group, and I can call multiple users here. Like right now, Anu. So I can click Anu. So Anu is one group. So let's suppose, take an example. Let me go on this PC and see if they have the internet access or not. So right now, might we not have the internet access? Let me try. Okay, they not have the internet access, but let me just make them internet access. I'll remove the top policy and then you'll see this is going to be internet access. So let me delete this and let me remove this all. I'll make the all so they can get the internet access. So now you see this PC have the internet access. But when I'm accessing the any internet-based destinations, you are going to see I am easily going to access. But I want any browsing is going to happen. Before browsing, they have to prompt username and password, and based on that, it is going to allow or it is going to be deny. So how it is going to be happen? So I'll go here, Google. See, there's nothing is asking, right? My Google has been open. If I'm going to Times of India, let's say reading new channel in India, so it is going to be also. It's going to be on. Okay, so what is going to be happen? Let me check. So now I'll go in policy and I'll go here, and here my user is going to be there. So user is, go here in the policy. I'm not going to make the policy. Subnet is fine, but I'll go and call the user. And who is the user? Anu. Right, Anu? Makes sense? And I can
Yes, yes.
group as well. In group also you are. So I can either call the name or the group. Or I can do the
Mm.
both as well. There's no problem. So let me call the Anu. Now this policy is going to be there and policy is going to be created. It's done. After that, what I have to do that? After that, we have to go and check the browser again. So if I just go and refresh, then what happened? Let me try to open this PC again. Okay, see, this is stop pinging. Now, let me go in the browser again and open the Google. This must be going to ask the, your username, and then it is going to allow. So let me allow the group now. I allow the you. I also call the group now. So let me go in the policy first. Test group. There should be browser should be prompt, and you have to put your username and password. Hey, why it's not working? This is my group. Let me try a different browser. Ping 192.168.10.1. Sorry. Here's pinging. Not pinging. So basically what is going to be happen now, once we put this user, it is going to ask me the username and password, right? And once you verify the username and password, then it is going to only allow the communication. So right now it's not asking. For some reason, why it's not asking. Yeah, you can see now. See, you got it. So earlier it
Yeah.
was not rewrite, but now I'll put your username Anu, and then I'll put the password. Password is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then you can start doing the browsing. So you done the authentication, and now you see you start browsing happening. But before authentication, the browsing was not happening. So this is what I want to show you. Means you create the user, and based on that, you authenticate your browser, and then you can do the only browsing. Make sense? So
Yeah.
similar, this browser was not earlier working, but it might be have the cookies and cache. But see, once authenticated, it's also start working. But earlier it was not working. So anything, if you have the user, right, and it is allow you the communication, and you're going to log in with the username and password, then your browser is going to work, and based on that, you're going to do the authentication based on the group users. This is a local user authentication. Means if it is in policy, you must have to be log in with your credential for the any browser first time. If authentication is going to happen, then only you're going to proceed for the next step. Clear or no? Okay, great. What next? We understand this one. Now we are good. Now we have to understand the NAT, right? The NAT part, we have to understand how the NAT step by step you can understand. So do you know, let me stop this one and then we can discuss about the NAT as well.